Welcome to my channel. It's a new day and we're going to do more music. Yay! I've got 6 requested reactions for you today, just like normal. And I have a bonus video, just like normal. I don't know if I'll ever finish all these bonus videos, but what the heck. I'm having fun, so that's what matters. Today, I'm featuring Tupac, and the name of the song is White Man's World. I have a number of Tupac selections in my bonus video list. I chose this one specifically because of the title. I'm real fascinated to find out what he sings about in White Man's World. It should be very interesting. But before we get into the video, I first have to say thank you for coming. And thank you for your support. And show you my shirt. Can you see it? Let's see. Alright, I'll just leave that there for a minute. You can pause it and read it. I love these shirts. They're so much fun to wear. Anyway, I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank you for your support. I want to thank you for everything you do to make my channel the success that it is. Also, I want to remind you that I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that makes sense and is relevant. I don't put the link to the reaction request form right now because I'm not currently accepting new requests. I've got over 3,300 in my queue. I've got to get some of those taken care of. Not all of them, but some of them. But I live stream on Sundays. That's tomorrow at 4 p.m. UTC for 2 hours. You can come then and make a request in the chat and I'll react to it instantly. So there's an option for you. So this is Tupac singing White Man's World. And this is off his Machiavelli album, which I'm told by my commenters is his best album. That's interesting. In no way is this portrait an expression of disrespect for Jesus Christ. Okay.
You're busting your fist against a stone wall. You're not using your brain. That's what the white man wants you to do. Look at you. What makes you ashamed of being black?
I even know how hard it is. Being a woman, a black woman at that. In this white man's world, sometimes we overlook the fact that we be riding hard now since we don't be knowing the pain we be causing. This white man's world. This white man's world. I ain't saying I'm innocent of all this. I'm just saying this white man's world. This song is to y'all. For all those times that I mess up or we mess up. Dear sister, got me twisted up in prison, I miss you. Crying, looking at my nieces and my nephew's picture. They say don't let this cruel world get you. Kinda suspicious, swearing one day you might leave me for somebody that's richer. Twist the cap off the bottom, I take a sip and see tomorrow. Gotta make it if I had to beg a bottle. Reading love letters late night, locked down and quiet. If brothers don't proceed, they mail, best believe we ride. Eating Jack Mac, staring at the walls of silence inside this cage where they captured all my rage and violence. In time I learned a few lessons, never fall for riches. Apologies to my true sisters, far from. If help me raise my black nation, reparations are due. It's true, caught up in this world, I took advantage of you. So tell the babies how I love them, precious boys and girls, born black in this white man's world. And all I heard was, only thing they ever did wrong, yeah, born black in this white man's world.
All my ghetto motherfuckers are proud to be black, and we proud to have it like this.
Born black
Nobody
in
got
this
it like
white
this.
man's world.
All these motherfuckers want to be like us. They all want to be like us. To be the have-nots. All here. God bless the shadow. Hold his own. No motherfucker down.
Being born with less, I must must confess, only adds on to the stress. 2 gunshots to my homie's head, died in his vest. Shot him to death and left him bleeding for his family to see. I pass his casket, gently ask him, is there heaven for G? My homeboy's doing life, his baby mama be stressing, shedding tears when her son finally asked that questions. Where my daddy at? Mama, why we live so poor? Why you crying? Heard you late night through my bedroom door. Now do you love me, mama? Why they keep on calling me nigga? Get my weight up with my hate and pay them back when I'm bigger. And still thugging in this jail cell, missing my block. Hearing brothers screaming all night, wishing they stop. Proud to be black, but why we act like we don't love ourselves? Don't look around, but suck, check yourselves. Know what it means to be black, whether a man or girl, we still struggling in this white man's world.
We must fight for brotherhood, man. We must fight for brother Matula. Born black in this white man's world. Brother Michelle McKee. We must fight for brother Geronimo Pratt. We must fight man's world for broken lords, Kofi. We must fight man's world for the countless political prisoners who are locked up falsely by this white man.
Change, choose a new direction, and I'm thinking it out. My time away just made perfection. Cause I think I die. Not gonna fly, why should I care? Like we holding on to lost love that's no longer there. Can you please help me? God bless me, please keep my seeds healthy. Making all my enemies bleed while my G's wealthy. Hoping they bury me with ammunition, weed and shells. Just in case they trip in heaven, ain't no G's in hell. Sister, sorry for the pain that I caused your heart. I know I'll change if you help me, but don't fall apart. Rest in peace to Latasha, Lil Yummy and Kato. Too much for this cold war to take, ended up being fatal. Every woman in America, especially black, bear with me, can't you see that we under attack? I never meant to cause drama to my sister and mama, but we make it through better times in this white man's world.
You're out of touch with reality. A few of you in a few smoke-filled rooms calling that the mainstream, while the masses of the people, white and black, red, yellow, and brown, poor and vulnerable, are suffering in this nation. Never that. In this white man's world, they can't stop us. We've been here all this time, they ain't took us out. They can never take us out. No matter what they say about us being extinct, about us being endangered species, we ain't never gonna leave this. We ain't never gonna walk off this planet unless y'all use your brain. Use your brain. It ain't them that's killing us, it's us that's killing us. It ain't them that's knocking us off, it's us that's knocking us off. I'm telling you, better watch it or be a victim. Be a victim in this white man's world. Ding all the real OGs, be out.
The seal and the Constitution reflect the thinking of the founding fathers that this was to be a nation by white people and for white people. Native Americans, blacks, and all other non-white people were to be the burden bearers for the real citizens of this nation.
Okay. I'm going to have to listen to that at least 6 or 8 more times to get it all. There's a lot jammed into that song. Wow. I'm going to do something I have only done once before, and that's get the lyrics. Because it's just so what do I want to say? I was going to say complex, but it's not really a complex song. It's just it's layered. That's what it is. It's got layers to it, and you got to peel them. You got to look at them. So I'm just scrolling through the lyrics now to see if it has those other voices, and it doesn't look like it does. Yeah, there's a lot to this song. This is not this is a 4-course meal is what this is. This is not an easy song to deal with. Gosh, where do I even begin? Okay. I'll just start reading the lyrics and we'll talk about them. You go busting your fist against a stone wall. You're not using your brain. That's what the white man wants you to do. Look at you. What makes you ashamed of being black? Nothing but love for you, my sister. Might even know how hard it is, no doubt. Being a woman, a black woman at that, no doubt. Shit, in this white man's world, sometimes we overlook the fact that we be riding hard on our sisters. We don't be throwing the pain, we be causing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We don't be knowing the pain we be causing in this white man's world. Excuse me, in this white man's world. I ain't saying I'm innocent in all this. I'm just saying, in the white man's world, this song is for y'all. For all those times that I messed up or we messed up. Huh. And that's just the beginning. That's like the intro. Okay? That's not even the song. Wow. Dear sister, got me twisted up in prison. I miss you. Crying, looking at my nieces and my nephew picture. They say don't let this cruel world get you. Kind of suspicious, swearing one day you might leave me for somebody that's richer. Dear sister, got me twisted up in prison. I miss you. Crying, looking at my nieces and my nephew picture. They say don't let this cruel world get you. Kind of suspicious, swearing one day you might leave me for somebody that's richer. Twist the cap off the bottle. I take a sip and see tomorrow. Gotta make it if I have to beg or borrow. Reading love letters, late night, locked down and quiet. If brothers don't receive their mail, best believe we riot. Eating Jack Mac, staring at the walls of silence, inside this cage where they capture all my rage and violence. In time, I learned a few lessons. Never fall for riches. Apologies to my true sisters, far from bitches. Help me raise my black nation. Reparations are due. It's true, caught up in this world, I took advantage of you. So tell the babies how I love them, precious boys and girls, born black in this white man's world. And all I heard was, Now this says chorus, Daryl Harper and Tupac. Excuse me. Who knows what tomorrow brings in this white man's world? In this world where everyone's blind, born black in this white man's world. And where to go, no matter how far, I'll find to let you know that you're not alone. Wow. Only thing they ever did wrong, yes, was being born black, no doubt, in this white man's world. All my ghetto motherfuckers, be proud to be black if you proud to have this shit like this, 'cause ain't nobody got it like this. All my little black seeds born black in this white man's world. All these motherfuckers want to be like us. They all want to be like us, to be the have-nots. All hail, God bless the child that can hold his own, no motherfucking doubt. I didn't even catch all these cuss words. Totally missed them. Normally I wouldn't even read this stuff, but this is Tupac. Been born with less, I must confess, only adds on to the stress. 2 gunshots to my homie's head, died in his vest. Shot him to death and left him bleeding for his family to see. I pass his casket, gently asking, is there a heaven for G's? My homeboy's doing life, his baby mama be stressing, shedding tears when her son finally asked the questions, where's my daddy at? Mama, why we live so poor? Why you crying? Heard you late night through my bedroom door. Now do you love me, Mama? Why they keep on calling me the N-word? Got my weight up with my hate and pay 'em back when I'm bigger, and still thugging in this jail cell, missing my block, hearing brothers screaming all night, wishing they'd stop. Proud to be black, but why we act like we don't love ourselves? Don't look around, Buster, you sucker. Check yourself. Know what it means to be black, whether a man or girl. We still struggling in this white man's world. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to read any more. I'll put the link to the lyrics so that you can read it yourself. But this is heavy stuff. It's impossible for me to put myself in his shoes. I can't do it. There's no point in even trying. But I can understand what he's talking about, what he's singing about. And it's I'm going to tell you something you never thought of. All this mess, the white man's world, keeping you down, all that stuff, it's all the devil. That's what it is. It's the devil. It's the devil trying to tear people apart and destroy their lives. And I struggle for a way to explain this. I really do. Think of it like this. Picture a little child who is sitting on the floor in the living room, and he has a dollhouse in front of him. And he's going to take the pieces, the sofa and the chairs and the people and the tables and everything else, and he's going to put them he's going to arrange them in some order that makes sense to him, that he finds interesting, or he likes, or he thinks is funny. He's doing all that, okay? The devil is that little child. The dollhouse is the world we live in. He's the one moving the pieces around and making the arrangements so that we can be constantly at conflict with each other and constantly at each other's throats. And I can't tell you why he chose the black people to be his special focus, but he did, and he does, and he will continue to do so until you turn to God and defeat him, defeat the devil. For each of us in our lives, that same scenario is played out on a smaller scale. The devil's trying to arrange the chairs in your little dollhouse the way he wants them to be, so that you trip over them. He's trying to arrange the people in your dollhouse so that they'll anger you and they'll upset you and they'll irritate you. He does that for all of us. It doesn't matter, he could care less about the color of your skin. That is completely irrelevant to him. All he cares about is getting you to think in life in terms of the sense knowledge stuff, touch, taste, smell, sight, hearing. If he can get you focused on that, focused on the human being opposite you instead of the spirit that's manipulating you, then he's won. He's won his battle. He's got you right where he wants you. And not to, I don't want to say something that you'll misunderstand, but the elites of the world, many of them are working directly for the devil. That's how they got to be elite. That's how they got to be rich. I'm not saying that every man who is rich, every woman who is rich is of the devil. No, I'm not saying that at all. There are many good people that have become wealthy. But there are many wealthy people who are not good people. And they don't have your best interests at heart. And they don't care about the color of your skin either. They just care about the color of the money. That's all they care about. And they'll do whatever it takes to get more of it. So if you can just picture in your mind that both on an individual level, for you personally, the devil's trying to arrange the chairs in your room so that they are in a place that will irritate you, that will, the Chinese talk about feng shui and how stuff needs to be arranged in a certain order in order for it to flow. Well, that's what the devil's doing. I'm not saying he's doing feng shui. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying at all. He is trying to arrange things in your life so that they are just constant irritation for you. Because if he can get you irritated and angry and upset, he's got you. And you have to fight that constantly. Every single day you have to fight that. Because he's persistent and he is consistent and he is constantly on alert for ways to mess around with you and to mess up your life and get you to the point where you finally just say, I've had enough, I can't take it anymore. And then you either or you go to the dark side because you say it's easier over there, see? Well, it's easier now, but it won't be. But he's not just doing that for you. He's doing that on a family scale and a community scale and a city scale and a worldwide scale. He does it in every realm of life that you might be involved in. The way cities are arranged, the way they're laid out, is the devil's plan. The way that traffic doesn't flow, is jammed up all the time, is part of the devil's plan. I know a lot of you are just going to shake your heads and say, this guy's off his rocker. Well, that's fine. You can think whatever you want. But trust me, I know. I have lived it. I have studied it. I've walked with God for a long time now. And I'm very well aware of what's going on in the world. And the things that Tupac is singing about, that's all the stuff that he is doing to mess with you. And you got to find a way to break out. You got to find a way to get out. You got to find a way to turn to God, give your life over to God and say, I'm done with all this mess. I'm just not gonna let it affect me, my mind anymore. And when you do that, you'll be free. You'll be free in prison. You'll be free in the worst possible circumstances. No matter where you are, no matter what you're involved in, no matter what your environment is, you will be free. Because you've left that plane of existence and you've moved into the spiritual plane. And there, as God says, you're more than a conqueror. I don't have to listen to this song at least 5 or 6 more times. I got to read the rest of the lyrics. I got to read them over and over and over again to really just absorb it all. It's like, I really like the songs that I've done, So Many Tears and Mama Dear and Brenda's Got a Baby. But this one, it's jam-packed. It is filled to overflowing. It is a magnificent piece of poetry with a tremendous message that if you get it, if you understand what he's really saying, you'll wake up and you realize that you've been fighting the wrong thing all along. You know, let me just read you a little bit here. It's caught my eye. Bear with me. Can't you see that we're under attack? I never meant to cause drama to my sister and mama. Hope we make it to better times in this white man's world. Who knows what tomorrow brings in this world where everyone's blind? Everyone. Can I say that again? Everyone. Everyone's blind. And where to go, no matter how far I find, to let you know that you're not alone. Yeah. You're out of touch with reality. There's a few of you in a few smoke-filled rooms calling that the mainstream, while the masses of the people, white, black, red, yellow, and brown, poor and vulnerable, are suffering in this nation. Oh, man, I'm telling you. I'm sorry. This probably won't make any sense to you at all. But I think Tupac was my brother. And I don't mean flesh. I mean spiritual. I think he was tapped in. I think he knew what was going on. I think he understood. And he tried the best he could to communicate it. And he did an outstanding job, but it won't do any good if you don't pay attention to what he's saying. You gotta study the words. You gotta think about them carefully. You gotta put your whole heart, mind, and soul into it and think it through. I'm sorry, I don't know. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a whole lot to take in. And the last part of it, this I really like. Never that in this white man's world. Never that in this white man's world. They can't stop us. We've been here all this time. They ain't took us out. They can never take us out. No matter what they say about us being extinct, about us being an endangered species, we ain't never going to leave this. We ain't never going to walk off this planet unless you all choose to use your brain. Use your brain. It ain't them that's killing us. It's us that's killing us. It ain't them that's knocking us off. It's us that's knocking us off. I'm telling you, better watch it or be a victim. Be a victim in this white man's world. Born black in this white man's world, no doubt. And it is dedicated to my motherfucking teachers. I'm sorry, guys. My eyes are not that good anymore. Mutulu Shakur, Geronimo Pratt, Mumia Abu-Jamal, Sekou Odinga, all the real OGs. We out. It's... See, the battle isn't, it isn't me against you. It isn't you against somebody else. It isn't you against your own brothers. It's you against the devil. That's the battle. And you've got to learn to fight it because God has given you all the tools you need to fight it. But if you don't use them, they're worthless. You know, if you're a mechanic and you keep your tools in the tool chest, what are you going to fix? Nothing. If you're a son of God and you keep all of your tools on the shelf, how are you going to defend yourself? You're not. You don't have that power. You're a human being. God has made you more than that, but it doesn't do any good if you just ignore it. You got to wake up. You got to realize what the real battle is. It's not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the wiles of the devil. Oh man, I'm telling you, this guy, he has really gotten to me. Because, as I said, I think he was a brother in Christ. I don't care about the cussing. I don't care about the use of the N-word. With him, it's different. It's not superficial, it's deep. And I never ever anticipated that this would be my response to this song. Oh, boy. Okay. I've said enough, I think. If you didn't get the message, you're not going to get it. So I just want to pray that you open your eyes, that you wake up, that you realize where the real battle is, and that you understand all of life is spiritual. And I pray that that happens for every single person that you love as well. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.